Hi guys, just testing out OBS here and trying to get it working in my office here. I haven't been able to get it working on what's it called, my Mac, and both my Mac in my office and my house. I've tried multiple computers, and well, it was just not working. And so now I am working with I'm working with a Microsoft Surface tablet computer that I had lying around, and I didn't have anything installed on that, so that seemed to get it to work. I don't know. This was just a test video. I want to start doing live streams. So I'm just trying to get the live stream software working, and yeah, I guess it is right now. You guys can hear me, right? So yeah, answer say yes if you can hear me perfectly on this live stream. Um, if not, then I'm not sure if it's working. I can see you guys chatting in the chat box. Hi. But I'm not sure. Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So you guys can hear me. That's perfect. That's perfect. How's the sound? Because this was just a quick test with my laptop. This is a Microsoft Surface laptop. I guess if I have to just use this for live streaming. From now on, I don't know why I can't do this on my Mac. You guys want to take a look at my setup here? I can just move this Mac thing around, this Surface around quite easily. Just checking the battery life. But here we can take a look around here, and you can see I've got this nice setup here. I've got a cat here just sitting down, lying around. This is Corey. Say hi, Corey, to everybody. And yeah, you're seeing my office space here. Okay. So there's a bit of a delay. You guys are gonna need to see that. But whilst we're testing this, and everything seems to be good, the sound seems to be good. You guys are saying um, video 5, audio 5. That's good. Waffles. Okay, so you guys have any questions, things you want to know, things you want to look at, right? Whilst we're here, whilst we're playing with this, and you guys are in this video with me testing it out. What do I think about Matic? I don't know. Let me take a look at Matic and find out what do I think about it. Let's see here. Matic is, where is it? Matic is coin market cap, current market cap. Matic coin. Let's see here. Okay, so Matic is like worth 1 cent, 0.14 cents. It's got a $33 million market cap. Let's see here. Dates back to let's see here. April 2019. It hasn't been around that long, and well, you know what? I'm interested in getting this because you know what? For the little old lady strategy, I'll pick up a little bit of this, only because let's see. I don't like the supply. 10 billion. Wow, total supply, circulating supply. Oh, Curry, do not walk on my computer, please. That'd be disaster. All right. What's the volume, the daily volume on these things with some major exchanges on Matic? Let's see if Matic's on any of the major exchanges. On Binance. Um, on Binance, they've got 100,000. Well, they got decent volume, so I don't have to worry about, you know, it going, not being able to get out of my trade position. So that's good. I think I'm gonna pick some up. I should have to take a look at the chart, really, to see if it's a true buy. I don't have charts up. I'm not going to keep charts up. I'm just going to answer questions. So let's take a look at some of the other questions that we have here. ETH short options. I don't know if you should short Ethereum. I'm not sure if you want to do it with options. How do you feel today? Well, I feel great. Trying to try to do something different. I want to do live videos, and so learning how to get this thing done. A little bit frustrating at first, but if you keep at something. Somebody wants to know if you keep at something. Sorry, let me finish my thought there. If you keep at something, you can finally get it working. All right, especially when you have a lot of computers. Yeah, is your cat's name Satoshi? Well, Satoshi is one of the cats we have here. Waffles is my cat, and Curry is my daughter's cat, Yanela. And I think we could consider Satoshi the family's cat, since he came in afterwards. But although Corey is the one who brought in Satoshi, right? Dragged him in off the street. So I don't know. Okay, let's see here. What other questions you guys got? Do I see Bitcoin sliding down? Honestly, right now, it's a little bit wild right now with the price actions. I think Bitcoin, wow, that is like serious upward moving. Let's see how it closes on a weekly. But if it closes above the 13 EMA, we might drag around the 13 EMA weekly target. And if we do, it's off to and we don't break down from there, it's off to the races. Even when we do, all we have to do is not break the last blow, and then come back up, and we'll be off to the races. It's not going to look back. It will be seriously off to the races. It's interesting how the industry players, the institutional players, were down here like hand full. They were like buying with both hands. There was a clear candle. I should have been looking at that, looking for institutional footprints is what's called. And there is one right there at let's see here. Was that the 72? What was that? Is that really 72? Jesus, 7,300 level. Let's see here. When Davinci J Fund. Well, that won't. First off, I want to just make it work for family and friends and just a limited number of people. And if it works, and then people are happy with it, I've learned a few things at the trip to Bali that I'm going to be incorporating. Stop losses on the portfolio. So basically, the portfolio will be charted, and then we'll set stop losses based on, hey, you know what, the portfolio's performance is falling back a certain percentage and stuff like that. So I've learned a lot on how to manage a portfolio to prevent taking significant losses even after it's gone up a lot. So for example, You know what? Consider this, right? If you started with 50,000, went to 10 million, right? Sold half, and the other part of your portfolio went down 90%, would you be broke? Can you answer that question for me? So that's the problem with most people when it comes to their portfolio. They only want to see it go one direction. Um, they don't want to see any kind of pullbacks, even though the pullback is way more than what they started with. They don't care. When to sell BTC? Well, it all depends on you, right? I mean, I can't. I can say to sell BTC at a certain level, but but again, this is you got to understand. That's there's no absolute sure for sure's in these things, and you have to like have set stop losses and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me, Jesus, wow. And trading is different from what you think it is, where you think, okay, well, somebody knows something. Absolute no, actually, the real reality is you're just going off past historical probabilities. And so this last move is not historical. This is not an event where you can say, oh yeah, yeah, this happens all the time in the market. No. It was not seen. You could have like bet it was going up, and it would have been just like based on historical movements. That would have been uh, uh, a let's just see, a gamble, the biggest gamble you could ever make. Um, to buy to buy to trade it on a long, because there's a difference, right? If you're buying for long haul, you got yourself a deal and a half at 7,300. I mean, if you got in at anything below 8,000, consider you made out like a bandit, right? You just made out like a bandit, right? But if you're trading it, there's nothing. I mean, not absolutely nothing, but there's very little to go on to take along down there. There was just so little, and I'm gonna check out somebody created what's it called, a my words. It's on TradingView. Created a system on TradingView, not a system, but indicator. That's the word I was looking for. Indicator. An indicator on TradingView, and I'm not gonna tell you who it is because then you're gonna freak out. But I can tell you that Tone Vase was a little harsh on the guy. But anyways, that's not important. The indicator, I was analyzing myself, and I was like, wow, I was pretty impressed. The indicator probably would have saw this move based on the way it works. So other than that, I'm going to try using that indicator. I'm going to look into that indicator. But first, I have to do a few other things. It's just a long list of things on my to-do list that I need to get done. But so that indicator is a little bit lower down on the list. Let's see here. What other questions do you have? Okay. Vinci, any thoughts about silver? Excuse me. Jesus Christ. I wasn't prepared for this thing to work out. Okay. And since is any what put any cents put some money into silver instead of BTC? That's a tough one. But here's the thing, right? if you compare the risk profile between silver and Bitcoin, um, your risks are a lot lower, but your upside on silver is not as big as it is in Bitcoin. It is large. I really think it's going to be large eventually, but unfortunately, what you have to wait for is the collapse of the financial system, because there's no way. Absolutely, I got cords stuck in my feet. Sorry, people, because I've been pulling stuff out and trying everything to get this thing working. But anyways, there's just no way that they're going to let silver get above $50 until they have collapsed the financial system. Just not going to happen. So don't. So you'll be waiting for a while. Well, maybe not a while, because you know what, things are really getting to a head. Maybe get as lucky as 2021, where silver is mooning just along with Bitcoin. Now, all right, so let's see here. What is your view on the recent China news adoption of blockchain? It's great. I mean, they know where the money is. The future of money is. But I'm a little confused but maybe they don't understand what blockchain really is, in the sense of how you should use it. Um, because if you say blockchain and and then um, and then you create a controlled system that's not decentralized, well, why'd you do that for? You know, you could use SQL Server Enterprise Edition and get the same thing done, right? A lot faster, right? So, if you want to talk blockchain, um, why not? The only reason you'd use it to create a decentralized system. And so, if you're teaching people blockchain, eventually they're going to figure out, well, this is best for decentralized systems. It's too inefficient for anything else. so, so it's great. I mean, these Chinese people are not dumb. They're going to figure that out, right? So there we go. Hey, Davinci, and you know what? Maybe I should switch, because you know what? I'm probably not looking at the right screen. We should look on this screen here. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsies. Did I close the window here? No. No. Did I? No. It's right here. There we go. Well, okay, so a lot of chat information is coming through the chat here. Oh, it's probably because I didn't. I just switched the windows and saw scrolling up, so it's hard for me to keep up. Oh, wow, there's 340 some odd people here. Wow, it's crazy. What are your expectations at the end of the year in our crypto world? Well, that's a good question. My expectations for the end of the year of the crypto world is that we should be going for the altcoins. We should be going into tax loss selling season. Be interesting, because Bitcoin's going to be going into closing out the year higher than the opening of the year, which I said in many interviews in the very beginning in January, when people were asking me what I thought Bitcoin will be at the end of the year. Clearly, it was going to be higher than where it opened the year. With that said, you have to understand people might take profits, and to offset their tax liabilities, especially in North America. So they might sell bitcoins into the December end of the December months, especially if things are rocking and rolling around then. And so look for, some sort of like short-term dip in Bitcoin sometime in the December months. And also the altcoins are probably going to be bottoming out just about around that time as well. So that you have to sell your altcoins in order to cover to say, okay, well, I lost here, but I gained on the Bitcoin side here, and then cover that. Now that's normally what happens. I think you'll see ETH probably bottom around then. All right, so I don't know. This was just a fun test video that we're doing here. So no real format, no real anything here, just whatever, chilling, people. Do you plan to stay in Chile? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, my wife was already like, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm like, really? It's not that bad. And wait, at least as long as the communists don't take over, we're staying. So that's my point. That's where I feel. But she was so ready to leave. So ready. Comments on quantum computer. Oh, well. Quantum computers are still a long way off from being perfected. And even if they do have something right now running, they have to program it to accomplish a specific task, such as hacking the Bitcoin private keys. Then, once they program it to do that, keep in mind, all they can do with that part of the program is convert a public key to a private key. And Bitcoin does not provide the public key of a new address that's never been used. The public key is double hashed. Now, the double hash means nothing because it was not useful the way he did it. But the hash is the very the high point. It's a lossful compression or encryption algorithm, and so that means you can't go back and get the right answer. You can only get multiple answers, and you have to test every single one to see which one works. So that would take for a long time. So you'd get billions and billions of answers. So you can't get the original value, which is the public key, from your address, unless you publish it because you're transferring the money from one cryptocurrency to another. So it's not a problem. Quantum computers. I mean, even if they did hack it and did solve this problem, Bitcoin would be the least of their worries, because everything runs off of the same encryption. So forget it. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Do I like Bcash? I don't hate it. That's all I can say about that. They tried it. I thought they would have. We'll see whether the market would want it, and the market proved that it didn't. So that's where we are. Monero future, maybe that's why you should have some, right? Have a little bit at least. I mean, to say that you got some, right? You don't have to buy a whole lot, right? Am I married? Yes. What do you think of Dash? Well, you know that Dash is my favorite altcoin. So, yeah, I love Dash. I love their model. I love the option for privacy. Just prefer that privacy be the default setting, but because if you want to be private, you end up looking like the criminal on the block, right? When you try to act private when everybody else is not. Okay, so what other questions? No more alt seasons. Controversial opinion. You know, at the summit I went to, I did a presentation on Brian's little old lady strategy, and it was interesting because I got a round of applause, and then Tone Vey said, well, I mean, you have. I guess I didn't. I'm not setting this up right. I said that you know what you can the greed of humanity is unlimited, and so is stupidity, right? In my presentation, and so Tone Vey said, "Well, you have to pray for human stupidity for bitcoins to go up, for altcoins to go up," and everyone in the room cracked up laughing, like there's no, like because we all understand there is no limit to human stupidity. Quite a few people in the group got screwed over by obvious scams, and you're wondering like, are you kidding? You didn't see that was a scam, right? How could you not see that? So, yeah, people are gonna buy altcoins, and you know what? And although some altcoins are a scam, the majority are not. They're actually people trying to build something real and just sucking at it, or either the market doesn't want it, or they give up on their dreams and just let it go. So yeah, that's what most I would say about good 70% of all the altcoins are not scams. They're actual projects that people want to actually build and produce, and then that percentage 90% will fail because requires a lot of work, effort, and continuation of perseverance in order to get it to go. And if you don't have that, then of course market timing, of course, right? Because there's also the market might not be ready. Their product might be good, but the market's not ready for it. The product might not be good at all as well. And then there's just people who are just out there for money. I mean, do you know how many people back in 2013 said, Davinci, you're software dev, you know how to read Bitcoin code. Why don't we create another altcoin? Right? I'm like, yeah, I could create another altcoin. Yeah, let's do that. But to what end? Do you know how much money there is in that? Yeah. And just to make money? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Right? I'd rather have a vision of something that I want to create that's real than just creating another altcoin that's just, slightly different than what Bitcoin is, and then call it something new. And that's just ridiculous. Waste of people's money. Right? Don't you guys agree? I hope so. Okay, Chainlink. I see that Chainlink is doing so well. I don't know what it is, honestly. I kind of I don't know. I need to look into it. There's just so much hype around it. But I will wait. But basically, I will be buying it, but if only on a pullback. I'm just like what Bitcoin's doing right now, just 9,500, man. Jesus, you can't make this stuff up. This is Bitcoin. Wow. Okay, already. Anyway, do you think LTC has a future? Yes, I do. only because it's been pretty much following along with Bitcoin, and it's been around since Bitcoin. Will it have a large market cap value? Probably not, but it still be around. Davinci coin, yeah, right. Not gonna. I was thinking about it honestly. I was thinking about for my company, as a equity position for my for investors. I was thinking about an equity coin. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Todo bien, Juan? Okay, but yeah, I gotta wait until I know that, hey, you know what, I have some sort of product that will make people earn money off of the equity offering. So unless I have that, I'm not gonna be those people who have a business and sell it that's not profitable. So forget that action. Quantum. Well, I have some, um, but it's just a small bet. Now, let's see. Do you think Bitcoin will dump right before the halving? Well, it depends. I don't know if it was right before, but depends on what we do, right? If we start mooning from here, which looks like we will, if you look at the charts, um, to into that event, you bet your bottom, you could bet your top dollar that we're gonna drop 40% from wherever that is easily. Hmm. Cardano. Well, Cardano is I think that it's a good idea, and they have put together a good team. But of course, excuse me. Oh darn! Sorry, people. There's a lot of infighting going on when you have a lot of brilliant minds working together. So, um, yeah, I think they may have to. They will get through on producing something real, but it's going to be an uphill battle, and let's see what happens, and hopefully they come up with something nice. TRX scam, TRX, Trex, I guess, I don't know, IOTA, Zcash, like Zcash, um, Richard Hart, Hex launching. I don't know what that is, the Richard Hart and his Hex launching. Truly centralized. Is Bitcoin truly centralized? Chinese miners? Or is it a fallacy? Look, you know what? Miners can go anywhere, can be anywhere, right? It's just the fact that China has the cheapest energy is the only reason why they're there. Also, of course, the not the only reason, I guess, because the mining equipment is quickly um, transported to the same local area, so just makes it a lot easier. But mining can be done anywhere. Okay, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Yes, I'm gotta go. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk away from here. Anyways, IOTA is like Internet of Things, something like that. Yeah, I mean they have a lot of cool contracts and they work together. They work with the businesses, okay, and so forth. So they've done some neat things that I believe that will drive IOTA well in the future. They just have to keep it up. It'll take time. Grin coin. Well, Grin is just an experiment like Bitcoin. I think we'll see some serious fireworks coming into the next like super altcoin pump, right? We'll see what's it called? We'll see Grin just go nuts into those event. I don't know how much of a nutsoid, um, but if I were to take a guess, probably in the few $100 range, I guess. Let's see here. Atom. All right, you know what? I'm going to just take one more question. Just not about altcoins and not about a specific altcoin. I want a general question that I can answer about the whole space. Let's see here. Why doesn't anyone talk about what's being built on Bitcoin other than Lightning? For example, Microsoft is building a verification system. Really? Interesting. Well, I like that. There are a few projects that are being built on top of Bitcoin. I would like to study them a little bit more, but you have to spend your time somewhere, and you can't be everywhere and learn everything at all times. So you have to choose what to do, right? And what's more important. You have to prioritize. And I wish I could have prioritized, hey, what's going on with what's being built on top of Bitcoin, but I can't. I really want to break down the source code of Lightning Network, but again, I don't have the time. I wish I did. It's the meaning of life. Oh, that's a good question. I think that's a good one to end off. For me, the meaning of life is to contribute in a positive manner in the society in which we live, so that we could leave behind growth. Because what does a cell do? It divides and passes on the information of its previous existence. So why not do that for everybody? Do exactly what a cell does. Grow and pass it on. That's it. Pretty simple. And so that will be the end of this test video stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the help of helping me put this thing together. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get it going on my Mac. I will be doing some more testing on that. But if I have to, I will do streams here on this laptop that I got working here. Thanks again, and see ya.